Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a drawing from another fairy tale from my childhood memories. Today I'm drawing Rumpelstiltskin, which was suggested by Krista Marquez in my previous childhood memories video. It had 2 votes, so I decided to go ahead and do it, since I love that story too. I remember that I used to have a storybook for Rumpelstiltskin. The drawing style was so amazing and so realistic. I just loved it. And when I was doing my research and brainstorming for the drawing concept, I found images of the exact same book that I used to own. And I decided to use it as a reference for Rumpelstiltskin. So I drew him and his sewing machine from that reference, but in my own style, and the rest is just from my imagination. I actually took quite a long time to sketch the idea and to transfer it on the final paper and ink it, but I am happy with the outcome. I drew the scene where the girl was crying because she's in trouble, obviously. But she's surprised to see that little creepy man that claims to spin the straw into gold. And she's even more surprised when he actually does that. I did the line art with brown liners to give it a softer and a more realistic look. And I decided to use only my Copic markers to color it, because it has been a long time since I did a picture with markers only. I did try the colors in a small thumbnail before deciding which colors to use in this picture. And I think that everything went fine. Let's talk a little bit about the story, because now, looking back at it, there are some creepy parts of it that I don't understand to this day. I'm going to read some parts of the story and then I will talk about them. Okay, so the story says, in order to make himself appear superior, a miller lies to the king, telling him that his daughter can spin straw into gold. The king calls for the girl, shuts her in a tower room filled with straw and a spinning wheel, and demands she spin the straw into gold by morning, or he will cut off her head. Other versions have the king threatening to lock her up in a dungeon forever. I don't understand why the king would punish her when the one who lied was her father. Obviously, he's the one that should be punished. Actually, in other stories, I think the king threatened to cut off the father's head. And that is a really cruel punishment in my opinion. The next part of the story says, when she has given up all hope, an imp-like creature appears in the room and spins the straw into gold in return for her necklace, since he only comes to people seeking a trade. Okay, so now you can turn the straw into gold, but you need her necklace, her small necklace. I don't understand, why would you need it? Okay, so now I'm skipping to the part where the king asks the girl for the 3rd time to turn the straw into gold, so he will marry her and she will become the queen, or else he will execute her if she can't. So this part says, the girl has nothing left with which to pay the strange creature. He extracts from her a promise that she will give him her first-born child. And so he spins the straw into gold a final time. And this is seriously the creepiest part to me, because I was thinking, why would he ask for the baby? Is he going to kill him and eat him? Because I don't think he will raise him as his own son. Okay, so I'm going to read the endings because I think they are interesting. When the imp comes to the queen on the 3rd day, after feigning ignorance, she reveals his name, Rumpelstiltskin, and he loses his temper and their bargain. Versions vary about whether he accuses the devil or witches of having revealed his name to the queen. In the 1812 edition of the Brothers Grimm tales, Rumpelstiltskin then ran away angrily and never came back. The ending was revised in a 1857 edition to a more gruesome ending, where Rumpelstiltskin, in his rage, drove his right foot so far into the ground that it sunk in up to his waist. Then, in a passion, he seized the left foot with both hands and tore himself in two. Other versions have Rumpelstiltskin driving his right foot so far into the ground that he creates a chasm and falls into it, never to be seen again. In the oral version, originally collected by Brothers Grimm, Rumpelstiltskin flies out of the window on a cooking ladle. Apparently, there are so many versions that are totally different from the original story, and one of them I think is interesting, and I would love to read that story. So in this version, the story holds that Rumpelstiltskin was in fact once a beautiful princess who became an imp after thinking of too many grumpy thoughts. Eventually she was eaten and then later rescued by the fur prince Bean. And this sounds a lot like the Beauty and the Beast story to me, so I'm curious to know how these two stories are different from each other. I think that's it for this video. I hope you don't mind me talking about the story more than the drawing itself, but I wanted to share my thoughts with you, and I think it is okay because this video is about the story and the drawing. Before ending this video, I just wanted to mention one of the comments on my Instagram page. The person says that this drawing looks like a fan art for The Legend of Zelda, and the man looks like an old version of Link. And this seriously was so funny to me, although I knew those characters from YouTube art videos only, but I could see how they might look alike. Let me know in the comments if you think that they look alike. Thank you all for watching. Please comment and tell me what do you think of the drawing, and what would you like to see next on my childhood memories videos. I'm thinking of drawing Red Riding Hood since it had 2 votes also on my previous video. And don't forget to like the comments that had the characters that you think I should draw next. Thank you again, and I will see you in my next video.